You know, I've played my fair amount of Zelda in the past. I'm sure you're aware of this, and I'm quite a big fan of the series. But something that the franchise never really takes on fully and embraces from the ground up, I guess you can argue that there's a few games in the franchise that take a more progressively depressing approach, is a depressing approach to a video game, and a Zelda game in particular, because it's a long journey. It's getting from A to B while going to all the different places in between, and that is inherently quite difficult and arduous and potentially depressing, and I see that occasionally in things like Majora's Mask, which are very oppressive atmosphere-wise, but not necessarily in the journey that gets you there. The journey itself is reasonably jovial and joyous and fun in many different ways. That's why this game is here. Hello guys, my name is Rabbidluigi, and welcome to Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus. We're not quite at a title screen yet because we have this intro cutscene of sorts, which is skippable, but is also quite important for setting the mood and the atmosphere, and the general lighting of this game, which is very dark. I did have a moment, I think on a previous TV, where I had the lighting turned up to max brightness, and I loaded this game up today to try and play it, and just to make sure everything's working on my PS3 disc. I'm playing this on the PS3, making sure that's working okay. And my recording software, which I haven't touched in a very long time, making sure everything's working fine. Of course, my brightness was up to max. I couldn't see a damn thing, so it is a dark game in many ways, visually quite dark, but also you can change that by making it very bright, and it kind of ruins everything, so we won't do that. This cutscene, the music, I want to talk about the music, because it's like the only sort of thing you can really latch onto. Of course, there's visuals, but the music's quite important as well. The music is called epilogue, I'm pretty sure it is, which if you're familiar with many different terms in literature and theatrical shiznick and that kind of thing, that's ruined my vocabulary by saying shiznick, I know. Epilogue means end. You start with the end, it ends at the beginning, everything's cyclical, life just goes round and round in circles until you end up right back where you started, and there's nothing you can do about it. But, yes. Also, you may be aware, because I've got nothing to do while this cutscene plays out, and we see our hero, somebody called Wanda. Pretty sure he's called Wanda. That's not the person from the Avengers. That's a different everything. Trying to get to where he needs to go. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I'll explain that in a little bit. But it's going up the day after The Last Guardian comes out. I'm not sure if that's worldwide or just in certain regions, but the day after a game which for the longest time was never thought to be coming out. And I thought I could play that, but I don't really know anything about that, and I can't really give any sort of thought on it as I'm playing. I guess I could give feedback on what I think of the game as I'm playing it, but I prefer to go into a game most of the time with a sense of how I know the game's going to progress as I go through it, and I can mention things ahead of time and get the... Look at this giant bridge as well. That is a massive bridge. A little bit impractical. I'm not sure, you would go into a bit of a gallop or something if you want to get across that bridge, because it's going to take you a very long time. I don't think can you go down that bridge in regular gameplay? I can't remember. It's a very large world we're about to go into, but yeah, I thought this would be better to play, just because I know this, and I wanted to play this for a very long time, and it's almost thematically appropriate that I'm playing this a day after The Last Guardian, a game which has been delayed more times than I can imagine is coming out. Well, my recording just died, which is slightly, it bodes quite badly for the project to come, but that's okay. We're only watching this cutscene, and I can just go back to this bit. We've got like a save state or something in how I record my video. What was I talking about? I can't remember. I feel like, yeah, what was I talking about? I have no idea. I had a really good train of thought going. This really large bridge, I swear I could have sworn I saw a bird just clip through some concrete there, but that's fine. Yeah, I had a really good train of thought. I did a practice. I did a tiny bit of practice before I started, just so I can reacquaint myself with how this game plays and, you know, how my recording software is doing, having not touched it for a very long time. And I climbed to the top of this tower, effectively, from the inside. And this door we're about to see, you can't get through it. I can't remember if you can go across this bridge in normal gameplay, but it's a very large world, as I'm sure you're aware. But this door just here, when you think, oh, I can go into the outside, I really like to do that. It's very bright outside and very not bright elsewhere. You cannot go through this door, or there... Okay, ignore that. Ignore that. That was a shaky shake. We'll ignore that for the continuity issues, and just I would like to record this. There's a lot of sort of very dark frames, if that makes sense. A lot of moments where there's just fade to black, and then there's like holding on black for like 5 seconds or something, which is fine because that's how the game works, but it just means that every time I look over to my recording to make sure that it's not broken, because, you know, that's what it did for some reason. I don't really know. I haven't used it for a while. Maybe that's... Oh my god. I recorded about 12 minutes of this game, and I'm not sure why it is now suddenly going a bit wrong. I'm unaware. My capture device is slightly... I haven't used it for a while. Maybe that's the problem, but... the way that PS3 capture works, it doesn't work particularly amazingly. We'll get onto that later if I'm still here by then. But welcome to the central chamber where a lot of the events of this game happen. It's very, very nicely presented. The lighting almost seems angelic and welcoming. I would like to talk about this game in a way that I understand what's going on before it happens. So it's very angelic and welcoming. Look at all those statues. Are they going to be important? Probably not, but you never know. I like how my horse's mane looks. It looks like one single piece of fabric, which is a little bit confusing, but that's okay. We have another piece of fabric on the back. I wonder if it's important. Oh, you'd hope so. Oh, God. I'm very paranoid now about my recording just dying at a very inopportune moment, but that's, you know... we'll get around it, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll get around it. It's just early teething problems. Get all the problems out of the way nice and early, as we have our introduction cutscene chopped up into pieces, and we'll get through it. get through to the other side. Everything will go much better. Anyway, we're setting a scene here, setting a tone, setting a precedent for later, setting a goal. Our hero has a motive, and the cloth, the textures and the animation on the cloth is a little bit shaky. Very stern-faced hero. Oh yeah. I'm sure he won't, like, become all dirty by the end. That'd be weird. Whatever. Anyway. Story! And a mask. This is where it died previously. Let's get through it. Sort of echoey Japanese. You probably find it isn't actually Japanese at all, and it's some made-up language. I do enjoy the middle ground we've got here, because there is voice acting, but it's in a language which I can't understand. I need subtitles, of course. I think it's Japanese. It might not be Japanese, but I don't have to say the subtitles, which I think is quite helpful, because there's someone talking anyway. Good. So he wants to bring back his girlfriend to life. Bring his girlfriend back to life, or something. Oh, there's spooky dark things. Better hope you brought a sword. The thing you'll learn to love in this game is the sound design, and we're about to see a lot of that. Maybe not right now, but it'll come. It'll come eventually, and it'll be glorious. I don't have to do anything here yet. No, this isn't where the gameplay starts. Big old cutscene though. I don't even know how long it is. I feel like we've been here for a little while, but that's because I've had to restart the recording many times. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking sword actually. How often do you see black swords? Completely jet black swords with a little bit of a frame to it. Getting rid of the evil spirits. Oh yeah, we got the Master Sword over here. This is Zelda. Oh yeah. Breath of the Wild is half as good as this. It'd be wonderful. Oh god, it's so loud. I swear, as soon as I get control, I need to turn this down quite a lot. Oh god. Oh god. Please don't hurt me, talking ceiling. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do about it? I forgot the Wonder talks. That's the first time I've noticed the cloth flying off screen.
It's not ours, amusement. Alu declick if the least do is.
Speaks very slowly. Very slowly. Fairly certain it's Japanese.
Oil. I'll bet.
I was beautiful, no something is no words. All was around. I will conclude. Ayo was not you are and you were
You do. You bet, Sanada.
Use your immortal sword.
I was no suit. Oh, you are here. I was you and beer. Oh, you can Zula. Ukira Jula. No suit. You
If only I had a giant hammer, this would be so easy.
Ola, you do new.
We'll have to give you this whole world. It's like a giant playground to gallop around on our awesome horse, very large horse, and find some reincarnation of idols and kill them. Oh, it's very simple when it's explained that way. Oh, we got movement. Oh, we got camera movement. That's not quite what I meant. Quite a lot of camera movement. Is this still a cutscene? Can I move the camera in the cutscene? Oh yeah. Okay, we're there. We're there. We're there. Oh god, we can move. Oh god, we can move. Good god. Now the recording can fail all it likes because I can skip the cutscene and we have a checkpoint in my recording. Buttons. What I used to do, the standard for the standard controls for this game, as we may see by the tutorial that's about to come up. For some reason, yeah, that's right. Triangle is jump, which makes absolutely, you know, that's fine. That can be jump. You do that. Circle, no. Circle. Oh no, because I haven't got it equipped. Ignore me. No, that's the bow. There we go. Here we go. There you go. We're looking for where the light touches the thing. We're trying to bring back the girl. That's the jump button. No, hang on. Basically, by standard, this would be my horse call button, which would be X, which is fine, but doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. X has always been to me the action button. No, it's been the action button. Sadly, I can't have it do the same thing while on the horse, so what it would have done originally, triangle would have been jump, and other things, just really like the general action button, and X would have been call your horse. Basically, you map one of the most important buttons on the PS3 controller to just call your horse, which is kind of insane. And I guess also you press it kind of intermittently to make the horse speed up. It's kind of weird. I like X being the jump button, and for the longest time I didn't change that, and it drove me insane, which is, you know, never good. Problem is, the tutorial doesn't really change. The little tutorial messages don't really change to your new button mapping, which is mildly annoying, as is not grabbing up. Just go quickly, go quickly. You might... Give me a second. I'm still kind of unwell. Give me a benefit of doubt or something. So you may notice in the... Can we get up? Can we get up, please? Just any... You know, take your time. Take your time. There you go. In the bottom right, we have our health. We have our weapon. We have a weird little circle with dotted lines around it. That is the grip meter. I'm disappointed that more games don't have a grip meter. I can think of Metal Gear games have a grip meter. Maybe some other stealth games I'm not thinking of, but I'm disappointed that more games don't. Now, here's the problem. If I was to do R1 and triangle, it doesn't do it. Doesn't do it, so I've changed it to X, and that doesn't do it either. Hang on. We do it like this. We do R1 first, and then we roll. Oh, God. I did a practice little bit of this game, and it's still coming back slowly. Oh, God. I think I'm just mildly flustered by my recording refusing to cooperate. And having said that, I'm not saying it's broken down now. That'd be insane and hilariously beautiful timing. Just fucking do it. I'm looking at it. I'm almost egging it on. Just in the direction. There you go. I'm getting it. I'm getting it, guys. Oh, my sinuses when you start talking is not good. Release triangle. Nope, that's not what it does. Oh, God. I know what my buttons do. Okay, anyway. Yes, I did a practice run of this game. Everything's gone. Everything's gone, including my sinuses. But that's okay, because we found what we needed to. It is, you are familiar with how this game works, yeah? We gotta defeat 16 boss fights, in order to bring back the girl and wipe away the debt. No, that's not right. Something like that. And the bosses in question, most of them, really large. That's the wrong button. There's my button. There you go. Let's shoot it in the back. Shoot it in the back. Yeah, with my arrows, which do damage, but not really enough to do it. They have very quick drop-off, like normal arrows. Yeah, I think there are a few of these which you can kill with only the arrows, or do a lot of damage with only the arrows. I don't think I've seen arrow-only runs, because you need to kill him with a sword to actually do anything. But we have got his attention, which is half the battle. Now then, we want to do one of these, and then it'll point out the weaknesses. It should be, yeah, there's one down there, and there's one up here. So we'll get to doing that. He's got a very large mallet. I don't really have one of them. I do wonder, for large people, do your like animations go that slowly as well? I don't really want to be hit by that, but even it hitting the ground is quite a lot of oh, even in walking, music's very loud. And actually, you know what? Since I've actually remembered, just give me a second to find out how 3D intensity. What the hell is that? How do I make it be quieter? How do I do that? I don't know. I don't think I can. That's really annoying. Okay, fine, we'll play by your games, game. Anyway, I'll just stab this thing in the leg, and we'll move on. It is so loud in my ear. Oh, God. Okay, that's fine. Stab it. Stop it from moving, and we'll sort it out later. No, stab it. That kind of... There you go. Okay. Something, again, did I mention this before? I can't remember. We've had so many different little bits of recording to this first episode, but... I mentioned the sound design's pretty good in this game. The music, which I guess is part of the sound design, is like one of the best you're ever going to see in any video game. You're going to stop moving for like half a second so I can get up on your conveniently placed little ledges here. I've heard some arguments saying that this Colossus isn't very good, because you can see like these, which seem a little bit too artificial for the sake of making this a nice, easy challenge for you at the start of the game. But then again, I think the colossi themselves are created by local bits of landscape, so maybe this was like a castle balcony or something. Get up there, protagonist, wander, protagonist man. Yeah, no, it kind of works. This game is very realistic with how it handles, not really the challenges in front of you, because these things don't exist, but how you'd cope with this much force being exerted underneath you and having to try and grab onto it. Look at my arrows in its back. I love touches like that. Anyway, let's get up, and down with the dinosaurs. Oh yeah, that's fine. It'll buff out. It'll buff out. This will buff out. Yep. You can plug that leak. It's very black. I'm not sure why it's so black, but if your blood is black, I fear you may have some horrendous disease. And don't worry, I'm trying to rid you of the disease now. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. I'm just making some breathing holes. There's someone trapped in your head, and I'm just fixing them. I'm just fixing it. I'm not really aimed very. That's okay. That's okay. We'll sort of ease up a little bit. Grab onto anything. I was trying. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. This is all good. This is all gone to plan. That's fine. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my recording, which is always potentially going wrong. In a perpetual state of almost going wrong. It's nearly dead. It's so nearly dead. So we'll just get up here. On and kaboom! There we go. Simple. That is very great. A great feeling of self-satisfaction, because no man should ever be able to do that. But you feel, because it's so, I guess, realistic. It's not realistic. I don't want to say it's realistic, because it's not that. Just about hanging on. Because it's so convincing. Trying to. I feel like the sword was wedged in its head. We're going to escape. Escape the evil bad things. Roll away from the evil bad things. Let's go. No, we can't do it. Because the grip itself is so convincing. I really don't want to say realistic, but because it's so convincing and you shake about while on top of the colossi and trying to hold on to it, defeating a colossi feels amazing, as it should do. But then immediately, you are punctured by a series of not so nice things. I cannot save under a different user. That's curious. I shall see what I have to do with that. Maybe off screen. I'm not sure. The reason why I'm recording this on a Tuesday, with it going up on a Saturday, is because tomorrow my sister moves out, and this is her PS3, and she's taking it with her. So I have to record this now. I have a replacement PS3 coming, but not until like next Wednesday. So I have to do this now. Do it loud. Do it proud. Do it quickly. And, yeah, get on with it, kind of, because otherwise you might be in a bit of trouble. I don't want to delay this Let's Play longer than it needs to. Because my comment about The Last Guardian being out, it won't work. It won't work anymore. Anyway. Oh, God, one Colossi down. Quite a simple Colossi. I feel like I made it look more difficult than it actually is. My knowledge of this game is fractured. Not helped in the least by not being able to turn down the volume. I will not be able to hear out of my left ear. It'd be very awkward. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, the organs! Oh, there's an organ in my ear! Oh, there's an organ in my ear! Why is there an organ in my ear? You wouldn't think it would fit, but it's a small organ. Small organ that makes a big noise. Okay. I'm gonna be deaf by the end of this Let's Play. I swear. Anyway, one boss down. Can we do one an episode? I feel like we almost have to do one an episode because the in-betweeny bits aren't really exciting enough to warrant an episode on their own. Maybe towards the end when things get a bit more interesting, we'll stretch it out for a couple of episodes. All the camera, that's fine, that's fine. Anyway, this has been Rabbidluigi. This has been Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus, and in the next episode we're going to go towards the second Colossus, which of course, who keeps on equipping my sword? Is over there-ish, kind of over in this general vicinity, but we can't go back through that way. We're going to sort of bank round, got to tack round, that's a sailing term. I think it's a sailing term. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you in the next one, take care.